Hello, and welcome back to session 3 of Yoga with Laura Ashland. Again, this is beginners, seniors. It's 30 minutes long approximately, and I want to make sure that yoga is available to everyone. Some people are intimidated to go into yoga studios. They like to have a home practice for a while. So just to introduce yoga, as the sessions go on, we will level up, and of course people can pick and choose from the very first sessions to the sessions at the end and find the level that works best for them. So again, finding a nice comfortable seat. You can have a cushion, pillow, rolled up blanket, something to lift your hips up, to kind of spill the upper thighs and pelvic tilt forward. Creates a nice long spine. Close the eyes. Hands comfortably resting in your lap. And just connecting with your breath. And for today's session, we're going to go ahead and take both hands and put them right at the diaphragm or the base of the ribs, and just breathe into both hands for about a minute, your breath. And then take the hands and maybe bring your thumbs under the pits a little bit and take your fingers toward your chest here, the sternum area, the upper ribs, and just begin to breathe into your hands here. And lastly, bringing your arms a little closer into the chest and wrapping your hands around the throat, jaw, fingertips toward the ears, and breathe here. And then releasing your hands into your lap. We'll take 3 nice Anjali Mudras, gently lifting with me as you raise your palms. Press the palms together. And as you exhale, hands to the heart. And 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Reach with your eyes, your gaze. Lift your heart. And last time here. And find your exhale that brings your hands to your heart. We're going to work a little bit with the neck today. So we're going to inhale and lift up. Open the throat. Lift through your pecs. Lift through the muscles of the neck. As you exhale, we're just lowering the chin. And 2 more just like that. Inhale as you lift from your front body. Exhale as you lower your chin to your chest, extending and lengthening the back of the neck. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower and lifting through the back body. Inhale to neutral. And let's take our chin out to the right 3 times, keeping your chin parallel to the floor. Inhale as you lift out and up. Exhale as you return to center. Soften your face. Inhale as you lift out and up. Exhale, returning your chin to center. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Opposite side, inhale as you look to the left. Slowly, mindfully. Exhale as you return to center. Inhale as you look to the left and lift. Exhale as you return to center. Last one. Inhale as you look out to the left. Exhale, uniting your movement with your breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower the chin. Inhale, bringing your face to neutral. And this time we're going to take the right hand and it's going to come up alongside the right ear, folding the elbow over the skull and taking hold of the base of the ear, maybe the edge of the jaw. Inhale here. As you exhale, let your hand take your neck and skull to the right. Lift into the hand. And the left hand, opposite hand, opens up the shoulder, opens up the neck muscles. Feeling like I have a rubber band between the points of my ear and the tips of the shoulder. And I'm stretching my own body. Not a machine, not even a prop now. Breathe gently, naturally, your breath. And allow that softening to happen, controlled yet deep. On your next inhale, lift from your legs, your core. Neck comes back to neutral. Release the hands. And bring them at your side. Opposite side, here we go. Arm lifts up, ear and bicep meet. Crook of the arm goes over the skull. Again, any range that works for you here. Taking hold of the base of the ear and letting my hand take my head over to the opposite shoulder. Right hand, the free hand, takes the shoulder head and opens and stretches. 2 to 3 good breaths here. Relax. Neck muscles are made to be strong and powerful. They hold up your head all day long. Big 6 to 8 pound bowling ball. So when we go to stretch the neck, inhale as you rise up. We want to stretch that neck with control and nice and slow and gentle. Taking the chin out to the left. Nice rotation in the neck muscles after the beautiful flexion and extension. Other side. And back to center. Very nice. We'll go ahead and come onto the knees again. This time, I'd like you to sit back into child's pose and then just play a little bit with the hips. So you can circle, you can do an oval shape, you can do a figure 8, just moving. Maybe up that right long line of the mat, down the left side. Play here now with your hips as you raise and lower. And just be natural here. About 30 more seconds, just kind of playful. Maybe you want to go a little lower with the hips. Maybe you want to stay a little higher and just rock side to side. And today we're going to practice a little dolphin. So I'll put my arms parallel here. One good way to test the parallel arms is to take that hand and hold on to the crease of the elbow. That's a nice width from that low forearm. And then replace the hand back at the mat. And for most people, this is a nice neutral goal post for the arms. Now, choices here with the hands. You can certainly come to folding, make a little triangle or a tripod with the arms. If it's too much for the knuckles, one hand in front of the other, nice soft way, or again back to the goalpost. Here we're going to curl the toes up and practice a little bit of dolphin. Again, you might have a block for your forehead here if you wish. I'm going to inhale and come forward just a little bit to pick my knees up. And then begin to extend the legs. I might want to walk the legs in a little bit. Stay as long as is comfortable for you. Shoulder over elbow. Press the forearms into the mat. You certainly can lower the knees. Rest the knees. And come back up. So any of these levels, any of these range of motions for you are perfect. Because you are perfect, just the way you are. Since the neck is free, you can certainly look side to side. Neck likes to be upside down for a little bit, working with gravity instead of against. Certainly lowering the knees at any time. Same thing. Looking side to side. Here you can definitely see my neck is off line of spine, but because it's with gravity and not forcing against gravity, it feels kind of relaxed to do this. Little mini inversion. If it's too much, make sure you bring your head back up to parallel if that seems to be too much blood flow. So all those choices for our inverted dolphin or all fours are up to you. Lengthening the arms as we press back to child's pose. We like to get a nice straight arm here. On your next inhale, we'll take the hips up and over. They're just about at the knees. I'm going to curl my toes, pick up those knees again, like we did in the last session, and begin to lift into your down dog. Might have a bent knee, heels are up. Maybe you're working to get the Achilles tendon and the low calf muscles down toward the mat. This is an excellent stretch for the Achilles tendons, and we need them to be supple so that as we get older, for balance reasons, we like a flexible ankle so that it doesn't encumber you in a fall. Maybe it will stop, it won't be able to stretch. So we like to have that nice mobility in our feet to protect us from falling. That nice stretch in the Achilles tendon, largest tendon in the body. Take your time, go nice and gentle with this tendon. As you inhale, we'll go ahead and lift up the heels. And last session, we raised the leg and then brought the knee into the nose. This session, we're just going to take it one step farther to begin to bring the leg forward to the front of the mat where the hands are, behind the hands or in line with the hands. But first, let's take a baby step. We're going to inhale and lift that right leg. I'm going to lean a little bit over the hands, fold my back leg, and drop it off to the side. Keeping the heel up, I'll go ahead and take hold of the calf, roll into the ball of the foot, and place my foot to the front of the mat. This is a nice lunge, nice straight, even look here. Spine really wishes here to roll. So we're going to take it into a rotation out to the side. Again, you can always lower that knee. Put a cushion under the knee, blocks for the hands. Exhaling, taking that right arm, placing it next to my right foot, and rolling out to the other side. Again, lowering the knee, block for the hand. A couple of breaths. Let that prana flow through the body. Prana is just energy. It's all kinds of breath energy. It's life's energy also. So we're going to lean forward a little bit and step the front foot to the back. Again, finding the nice Achilles stretch if that feels good to you. If it's too much, you certainly could put something under the heels. That's always helpful. Or you can certainly pass. Lots of choices. Home practice. Here we go. Heels come up. Inhale up the left leg. Looking forward toward the hands. I'm going to lean just a little bit. Bend that back knee and place my foot out to the side. So my hip did kind of a 180 circumference around this 360-degree circle. So I brought my foot out, not placing it down on the ground because to lift it, it's fairly solid. But if I pick up the heel, I have now a mobile unit here, holding on to the back of the calf, placing the foot to the front of the mat. Re-extending that back leg if you need to. Fingertips, palms, blocks. Inhale as I rotate out to the side, left side. Couple of breaths. Exhale as I rotate, opposite side. On your next exhale, lower the arm. Inhale as I press forward just a little bit, taking the left foot to the back of the mat and readjusting the feet. Bending the knees, walking hands to feet or feet to hands, whichever you wish to do. Staying low in a forward fold, let the head relax. Sitting deep, arms as high as rib cage. Squeeze your legs. Inhale all the way up, good breath here. Exhale, hands to the heart. Stepping either forward to the middle of the mat, or if you ended up at the other short line of the mat, stepping back. Okay? We're going to work today with a little chair posture. It's called Utkatasana. Utka means fierce or powerful. And the West usually calls it as a lightning bolt because it looks a little like a Z, but we'll just call it chair pose. Nice balance with the feet. Toes should be free and lifted. Slight bend in the knee. Sealing, pada, foot, seal, ball and heel. Raise the arc just a little bit. So firmly planted in my mat, the 2 points of the base of my foot. With toes perfectly free, eventually I'll lower them down and find balance. Bringing in the tailbone, having a nice neutral pelvic bone rather than tipping. I want to draw that tailbone underneath and lift through Uddiyana. Uddiyana means uprising lock. So Uddhi, for short, will bring that lock up, right into core, into diaphragm. This is mountain pose. Neutral, solid. On your next inhale, we'll go ahead and circle sweep the arms all the way up. As you exhale, opening the arms, bending the knees, and dropping into Utka, or chair posture. Now here, we have this, a little extension or arc in the low spine in order to bend the knees. Once my knees are bent, I can draw in my tailbone just a little bit. Again, that rise, same as the mountain posture, so that it becomes a comfortable chair posture and not too much strain in the low back or in the knees. Option here to look up between the thumbs. You can also just raise one arm and then the other arm. So you can do that with me, or no arm. Hands on waist. So many choices. So many options to do what is right for your body. Now we're going to take our Utkatasana in a twist today. So we're going to rotate our chair posture. Big inhale. As you exhale, I'm going to deepen the knee. And as you see, I'm a little tilted forward. So I'm going to take my knees and press them back over the ankle. And send the tushy back a little bit. Long spine. There goes the long neck. So sitting in a little deeper chair pose, or what could also be a nice sacred fold, or a nice deep squat here. And then on the inhale, we're going to rotate it out to the side. Any side, left or right. Just make sure you do the other side. So here's Utkatasana with twist. Pressing that left elbow into the thigh. If I press down, I raise that sternum just a little bit higher. Again, we'll only be here for about another breath. On your next exhale, rotate back to center. Inhale, all the way, reaching, extending. Utthita, extending. Exhale, sit in chair. Again, I have a little bit of opening here to get the knees in place, and then I begin to tuck under. It pulls up from the quadriceps, gets a little bit of extension here in the hip flexors. We need these to be a little more open. You choose for your arm position. One arm, both arms, looking up, no arms, hands on the waist, powerful thighs. A big inhale here. As you exhale, I'm going to lower, but I don't want to tip over the knees, so I'm going to shift the knees and the hips back. Have a nice tabletop spine here, so I'm really sitting in the shelf of the hips. And then on your next inhale, opposite side. So I went to the right the first time, I'll go to the left. You choose. Adjusting for this twist. Pressing that right elbow into the left thigh to help me lift a little bit. A couple of breaths. On your next exhale, exhale towards center. Inhale as you lift and reach. Straighten the legs, relieve the thighs. Utthita, Tadasana, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to the heart. Placing the arms at the side and just shake it out a little bit. Walk. You could rotate, dance, move, just shake that out. Utkatasana, powerful, fierce posture, rotation. Now let's take our spine into a real nice extension. We've rotated through our lunge, through our chair posture. We've done a nice flexion, so let's take it into a little bit of an extension. Feet about hip width apart. We're going to drop into the knee. I'm going to take a fist or a hand on either side of the spine, not along the spine, but here on either side, above the dimples or above the kidneys here. So fist, fist, drop in the knees, squeeze the elbows together, lift through the thoracic spine. Then begin to press just a little bit, the hips come forward. So we take that spine in a nice, safe extension. Again, you can place the hands here, or gentle with the fist here. On your next inhale, we're going to pick up the legs, pick up the hips, and send my spine up and over the fulcrum of the hip. I may only go to parallel to the floor. Those of you that wish would drop a little bit deeper to take it a little bit lower. Inhale as you come back up. One more time. Sitting deep into the knee. Palm or fist comes to the low back, but stay away from, of course, your sacral plate and your spine, the lumbar area. It's all cemented in there. You want to press forward with your hips. So it becomes a bit of a back bend, but it's almost more of a front, certainly lowering all the way if you want to go ahead and challenge the hamstrings. You can certainly bend the knees and then relax here. Sitting deep, I'm going to place my hands on my mat, step my right foot back, my left foot meets the right, come to a little bit of a plank, just to straighten out everything, keep everything neutral. In plank, it's always good to feel like there's a bar going down the middle of your spine, and your body is on top of that bar, supported by that strong bar. Again, beginners, seniors, lower the knees. Feel the weight of the bar just even from the thoracic to the back of the skull. Thoracic spine is your ribs. So either plank or kneeling plank. Using my toes to control the lowering. Exhale as I fold and press back. Walking my hands again back to the knees. Straightening the arms. That brings my spine up. And preparing for a little bit of mat work before we begin Shavasana. Shifting my hips. Using my heels and my hands to float my body around the mat. So we always kind of want to be like my clients, I would say the crab. You know, we'd be kind of walking around doing the crab kick or crab soccer or something. So you want to be able to use your heels and your hands to float your hips forward and back. Turn them side or side. It's really all coming from the hands and the heels. We really didn't do any opening today, prosrito, wide angle for the inner thighs, so we'll do just one nice stretch here. And again, I'm walking up to get onto the tops of the thighs. Ankles are flexed, toes are toward my heart. Spread your toes, ground the back of your leg toward the earth here, toward the floor, toward your mat. If I contract and lift a little bit on the tops of the leg, the muscles in the top of the leg, I will soften the muscles behind the leg, right? The back body. So they work in kind of opposites. And just like we did yesterday with the forward fold, we're going to go ahead and start with the fingertips behind and begin to walk. Breathe, relax. Inhale as you come up, just a little bit, not all the way to the beginning. Exhale, come forward a little more. Now I've brought my arms around, my hands around, but I'm using this also, pressing into the mat. So I've anchored my legs as stability, my arms as stability, so that I can get mobility in the spine. And again, picking up just a little bit, walking out again as you exhale. It doesn't matter how far out you go, whether you go here or whether you stay right here, keeping that beautiful integrity of spine, neck with spine here, chin is low. Over time, and patience, and breath, self-love, and care, you can begin to open up the tendons and the ligaments of the leg. Allow those muscles to stretch as they lead this. So it becomes no mind, body's mind, will tell you where it feels like going today and where it doesn't. So we're going to walk back, inhaling, walking. I'm going to go ahead and take little spatula hands and scoop underneath the knees. Bring them in. They've been out there holding stability. So I want to make sure they're safe as I bring my adducting back into abducting. It's abducting out, take away, adducting to come back in. So some power work today. Chair, rotation of our lunge. We'll come down. Little core piece if you wish. And taking your heels out to the corners of your mat. Allowing the back to settle in. Hands come off the hips. Soften your eyes. Smooth the eyelids. All the wrinkles out of your brow. Muscles in your cheeks relax. Tongue and jaw relax. Reconnect to your breathing. Gratitude for your body. Gratitude for you. Take time to thank yourself. Shavasana is 5 to 10 minutes, or as long as you deem necessary. Namaste.